I'm Craig Patrick, I'm General Manager for Sales for Wartsila. With Wartsila in the ballast space, we have two technologies, both with EC and UV technology. And we've developed both technologies to meet the needs of the ballast water market. In the last 12 months, we've been developing our EC product to meet US Coast Guard. We have passed our US Coast Guard land-based testing. We have passed our land-based testing in 3 salinities, in saltwater, brackish water and in fresh water. And we are currently starting our work on US Coast Guard shipboard trials. We are retrofitting one of our EC systems on board a tanker to undertake our US Coast Guard shipboard trials this month, which should lead us to meet our EC US Coast Guard approval by the end of 2016. For our UV product, we start already with IMO approval is in place, and the UV product is also AMS accepted. We start our shipboard trials for UV this year on board a tanker recently delivered from Japan, and we'll conduct 6 months of testing with the UV product, and we'll commence our land-based US Coast Guard testing in early 2016. So this is most of the developments, large investment from the Wartsila in environmental products over the last couple of years, and we look forward to carrying on our development within the ballast business. Hey, good question. Yes, we have. I mean, lessons learned and feedback from engineering installations is always key. To date, we have over 140 installations, mainly with UV technology. But we have a number of EC technology deliveries this year. We have recently signed a contract with a major tanker operator, and we'll be delivering 9 new build systems to Samsung Ningbo over the next 36 months. As far as retrofit, yes, we've retrofitted many systems, and we have learnt a lot. We've learnt a lot that it's important to ensure that we have good engineering planning. We use good use of the Wartsila services 3D scanning capabilities to scan our customers' ships. We then take those scans and that engineering information to develop detailed design, and then working with partners install with a number of dry docks. So yeah, our feedback, our advice is, it's key planning. It's key planning in procurement, key planning in engineering, and key planning in installation with dry docks. Well, currently, as I said, both with UV and EC, we have 2 technologies that we have to put forward. Both UV and EC are IMO approved. Both UV and EC are US Coast Guard AMS accepted. EC product has already successfully completed land-based testing at NIOS in all 3 water salinities and passed the testing. And our EC system starts our shipboard trial this month on board a tanker in Europe. Our UV technology, we start with US Coast Guard shipboard trial this year, and we'll do land-based testing next year. Our advice in terms of prioritization is to ensure that you do a rigorous review of all of the suppliers, create a shortlist, and that shortlist must include evaluations both of CapEx and OpEx. As a responsible marine supplier, Wartsila have invested many hours in the development of OpEx models to help minimize the OpEx review, the OpEx costs of the equipment once it comes into installation. I think also it's key to work with a supplier who has a worldwide network, worldwide coverage both of service and of sales and of spare parts. And again, with Wartsila, the ballast water systems, we can leverage the Wartsila service network to provide guaranteed uptime where required. Within the new build market, it's key within the new build market to try and negotiate an acceptable position for both the supplier and the new builder and the operator. So yeah, on some projects we have supplied up to 5-year fixed OPEX as part of the main deal of selling the equipment. That allows the operator to fix his OPEX costs monthly for up to 60 months, and that ensures it covers all OPEX requirements, all attendance and all survey requirements for the system. In the retrofit market, we are offering and can offer some extended payment terms to help minimise the impact. But also we have a number of leasing projects that we're looking at just now, where we can lease the equipment onto the ship, and then they can then be made by monthly or quarterly payments. And it's an interesting model that I think may fit the retrofit boom when it happens post-ratification.